Madam Chair, look at this discussion in the last 10 minutes or so. All the opposition parties but one make sensible, sober, relevant points about the issue at hand. The DA is wholly irrelevant. As it happens, since 1994, double tax agreements, because they are negotiated between the ministers concerned, foreign affairs usually and finance, are largely a fait accompli. And so what Parliament does, it considers it and decides, is there anything that has been struck in the agreement that goes against what Parliament's broader mandates provide the executive to do? And invariably, since 94 until this very term, Chairperson, we've never had even a declaration. We always engage with the DA and other parties and they say, no, what can we do given that it's where it is when it comes to us? Now, it gets worse if suddenly we're having declarations, Chairperson, and it's wholly irrelevant. The first input by Mr. Mania is completely irrelevant. He's talking about the internal operational issues of the whippery of the ANC, but not the issue of base erosion and profit shifting and illicit financial flows. Millions upon millions of rands are fleeing from this country, and actually maybe it's because it's their constituency. It's monopoly capital that is the main culprit of illicit financial flows. Moreover, you need to know that over 50 billion US dollars leaves this continent, Mr. Mania. Your people send this money out from this continent. They are your constituency. Why don't you do something about that? Why don't you stop the corruption? Why don't you stop the illicit financial flows? Why don't you stop the theft? Why don't you do your job? Why don't you be MPs? And why do you keep, after getting elected, instead of voting against what you don't believe it, you run away from the vote?
Thank you very much,
Why
Honourable Member.
Why do you stand for election in the first place?
Carrim,
Don't
your time
stand
has
for election
expired.
if you can't exercise your right to vote.